You're one of the biggest bands, so do you have one of those must-have lists, you know, for when you go into, you know, like only Green, M&M.
Collectively and...
Must have, let's say, an airplane and Evian water. Then I'm on a telephone and a pair of drumsticks. Then I can go.
And you get everything.
There is though.
And you?
There is a list for everybody and kind of like individual ones too. So.
And what is it?
Now what's on your list?
Yeah. 58 photos.
It's my medicine to put up with Lars. I have to take that a few times a day.
A lot.
Seguimos con más Metallica luego de la pausa aquí en Hora Prima. So, you know, you get a lot of reaction from your fans, you know, after Load and Reload, you know, how does reaction impact the band internally?
I think it's made us stronger. I think we feel closer than we ever have because we have to draw a lot of strength from each other. I think every time we make a record, we know we set ourselves up musically for criticism or different interpretations. I think we're all very surprised with the amount of attention all the non-musical elements of what we've been doing the last couple of years got. And I think in some ways it's made us stronger internally because when stuff around us turns into a shitstorm, it's just kind of a tendency to just
fight harder.
Yeah, and need each other more.
All the things you and it all crashing down, and you pick your crown, and you put your finger, but there's no one around. Just one thing, just to play the king, but the castle crumbles, and you're left with just a day with your crown king.
There is like kind of a puritanical or elitist attitude in the heavy metal community?
Absolutely. I mean, the heavy metal has such strict guidelines that, you know, it's just, we're sick of it after a while because we've been observing it for, you know, the last 10 years or something or other. And we just wanted to break out of those confines. We didn't want to be put in those strict boundaries. You know, we wanted to just break out of those boundaries, and what we actually did is we pretty much, you know, we want to be in control of our own career, and Load and Reload are a good example of that. All our albums are a good example of that, but you know, Load and Reload were I guess we did it in a different way.
We've always been very honest with ourselves on what we write. And what material comes out of us, that can be wrong. This is what we feel. So honesty and a bit of selfishness combined. And also, I just believe, I mean, we're not afraid to be called heavy metal. We're not afraid of heavy metal. We're whatever people want to call us. I mean, I love listening to heavy music. And we absolutely play heavy music. But we just don't want to only play heavy music. As musicians, we feel the hunger to explore and try new sounds. And I think people now are understanding more of what that means. And just kind of a recklessness and just going for different sounds. But still, we know what we do best. We play heavy music best. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, we've always tried to retain our identity throughout all of that.
Then what did you decide to re-release Unforgiven in this album?
It's not really a re-release.
It's an overhauled version, as you said. I was looking for that word in the dictionary.
It's a what?
Overhauled, you said.
Overhauled, overhauled.
I said overhaul?
Yeah,
What it is?
That's an interesting way to look at it.
We ripped off ourselves. So
Yeah.
We like
stole our song.
we liked the song so much we had to put it on another album. Slightly changed.
Can I
It's a
get...
continuation of the story. That was probably the first song that was actually kind of almost story-like, you know, someone's life. So it was just a continuation of the story.
Kind of like, you know, Friday the 13th and Friday the 13th.
Friday the 14th.
13th, 14th.
beside me. Tell me what they've done. Speak the words I wanna hear to make my demons run. The door is locked now, but it's open if you're true. If you can understand me, then I can understand you.
What do you think about the current vibe of metal bands like that are doing a fusion to like Korn, Rage Against the Machine, Deftones? Do you think that they're bringing like fresh air to the metal scene?
Yeah,
Also?
you know, there's always a lot of metal bands that are bringing a lot of things new to the genre. But for some reason or another, in heavy metal, sometimes it sticks and sometimes it doesn't, you know? Sometimes it actually makes an impression and all of a sudden all these other bands are doing, you know, they're basically, you know, copying these bands. But then, you know, it just kind of just like fades on the wayside. So, you know, I think it's great that, you know, these bands are doing this sort of thing, but, you know, it's hard to tell if it's just a trend or if it's actually a valid, you know, musical movement, you know.
I'm looking forward to heavier music to be more in the spotlight again. I'm very tired of the pop stuff that's out there.
Yeah.
And there's just so many lame songs on the radio that are overdone. And I mean, not to knock women singers, but they're everywhere, and it gets very just the same. You know, singing like a little girl kind of stuff behind some, you know, some kind of swing arrangement, or there's just a lot of that out there that it's so much the same.
Yeah.
Lame singing, especially.
You also get a lot of these, you know, post-grunge alternative pop bands that all sound the same, and you know, they put out these singles that they're very formulated, you know, and you can tell where they got this verse and where they got this chorus, and the singer sounds like this alternative band and this alternative band all rolled into one. And it seems like there's a glut of these type of bands on the radio right now, and it just drives me crazy.
Seguimos con más Metallica luego de la pausa aquí en Hora Prima. So tell me a little bit about your record label.
I think most people that knew me or know me know that sooner or later that was something that needed to be ventured into, and I basically have, you know, part of the thing is finding people that you trust, that you can leave the day-to-day running of outside projects like that, and we just sort of look for good music. It's not necessarily a charity label. It's not trying to be credible, or let's find, you know, Joe's, you know, cousin's brother's garage in Peoria, Illinois, or whatever. We're trying to find music that we think we can take to a lot of people, they can get a lot out of. I'm trying to help good bands.
For example, Latin America, and listen to bands, and maybe when they sign up a band from...
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I know this
Or
is
maybe
corny,
from
but
all over the world, somewhere else.
you know, people, you know, because of Metallica, people think that it's some kind of hard rock thing, which it isn't at all. As far as I'm concerned, and I think people that know me well know, I'm only interested in one type of music, that's good music, and that can cover any base, and whether it's geographically from here, there, or somewhere else, or whether it's
Or what language they're
punk
singing in,
or metal or rap or whatever. That's irrelevant to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's only good music, and I'm sure once we start getting sniffing around more, maybe there'll be some interesting stuff coming from Latin America.
Tell me a little bit about your collaboration with Igor Cavalera of Sepultura.
A couple weeks ago, we did a song together for their new album.
How did this collaboration come out?
We were there when James got burned in 1992, is that? Yeah. And we were looking for guitar players to play for James, and Andreas was one of our choices. And so since that time, I got together with Andreas a couple times a year to do projects with other people. And then I had a couple weeks in between the Metallica tour, and they asked me to play, and it was, you know, a great honor to be asked. So I jumped, you know, was cool with these guys, and so I jumped at the chance. They're one of my favorite bands, so it's a cool thing, real good thing.
Did you play
Very
with?
excited about it.
I read somewhere that you played with the theremin.
Yeah, with
Can you tell me
a few different things.
a little bit about that, because it's an instrument that now.
And it's invented in the late 20s. It's this instrument that actually plays on, you're the instrument. It all works on the ground. Most people are familiar with it from The Song Remains the Same, Led Zeppelin,
Yeah.
and Jimi Hendrix, and you know, that kind of thing. It was used mostly for old horror films, laboratory sounds,
Yeah,
and all these kind of
Portishead
things. And
brought
yeah,
to
Portishead
the
uses a lot too. Dude from Bad Brains uses a lot lots of people, you know. But on the in March I did this track with DJ Shadow, and I did some theremin stuff on that track. So it's just something I've been messing with for a few years. Try to it takes a lot to play this thing to make the sounds right, and it, you know, years and years, and I can't make it sound like any true tones. I just make so I put it through all regular heavy metal effects, pitch correctors and wah-wah pedal and all that kind of thing. So if we're playing a song in key of D or whatever, then I can set it up so it plays in D, and it sounds like some kind of ethereal organ kind of trippy deal.
It sounds like
very like a texture.
And I don't know if you know that Jason been playing the theremin, weird instrument.
Theremin? Yeah.
Theremin with Sepultura. So
He's been trying to play with Sepultura for a long time. He finally made it, so congratulations, dude.
So what made you decide to work with Marianne Faithfull too, and one of his songs?
Up. He was drunk and showed up at the studio knocking on the door.
Really?
She's drinking all our booze. I'm just kidding.
Lyrically, the song was about this movie Sunset Boulevard, and it was kind of evolving around an old kind of deranged movie star, and we were looking for a weathered kind of a woman's voice.
Yeah.
Bob Rock suggested her, and like, there's no way she would do it, you know. So that was the challenge right there. Okay, someone doesn't think it can happen, we're gonna make it happen, and
Why you said this?
phone calls, and we found her.
Why you said that you wouldn't do something like that?
I don't know. She might be a little intimidated or frightened, but she's definitely not frightened by us. We found her. She was in Ireland, in Dublin. So we went there, Lars and I, with the tape. You know, flew 20 some odd hours and got there and recorded it with her. It was a very cool thing.
You can have like a wish list of people that you would like to get to, or like to, to ask them to work with you too.
Not really.
No.
That was our first time as like a guest on the Metallica album. It was a new thing for us. It's not something we should do.
No.
Yeah, that was the first time we ever brought an album into the studio with them.
A girl, a woman.
Yeah,
People of Mercy, they contact you to do work with them, to work with them and do something?
Andrew Eldridge called me up and was wondering if I was interested in working with anything that he was doing. But this is Mercy that I really liked was the type of music they were doing 10 or 12 years ago. And Andrew Eldridge was doing this something totally different from the Sisters of Mercy that I liked. So I told him that I could do it. But how did you find out about that?
I read somewhere about that, and I said, I thought it was kind of,
Because like not a lot of people know about that.
I thought it was kind of weird. I said, well, I'm going to go and ask him if he's going to do something. And the other thing, I don't know if you know that.
Tenemos más de Metallica en Hora Prima, luego de estos breves mensajes.
You said a few minutes ago that it's hard to trust some people. And it came to my mind, when you become so big and famous for what you do, it's hard to start doing other things because the people, or it's hard to have people that you can trust on and the people that come to you in a way?
Personally, I find it harder and harder because there's very few people that you trust blindly. And, I'm just talking about myself. I find that the more successful we get, the fewer true friends, fewer, it just becomes smaller and smaller. The acquaintance circle keeps getting bigger and bigger, and the true circle gets smaller and smaller, down to one or two ends, unfortunately.
Wow. Wow. Crazy.
Are those friends that you had from when you were a kid or when you were leaving school? And
Yes,
things?
I would say for me, yeah. The people that are closer have been people for a long time, or family friends, or whatever, that kind of thing. That are always, no matter how long it is in between when you talk to them, when you get back to them, it's still from the same spot that you left. It's not like, how come you didn't call me, or something like that. It's you already have, certain foundation, that kind of thing. But very few of those people. But they mostly go back a ways.
Success doesn't just change the people that become successful, it also changes the people around them. And I think there's a lot of people that, and I agree with what Jason is saying, that a lot of the true friends are long-term ones, but there's still some people that have hard time dealing with somebody else being successful. Right, and even though the person who's successful is grounded or whatever, that there's some people that have a hard time, being comfortable with the fact that somebody else is successful. There's a lot of strange human interactions that come up in those kinds of situations.
Right.
But I think we've been around long enough to sort of be able to, I think our bullshit detectors are pretty good. And, after a while, you kind of just separate.
It's weird. They change more with your success.
I think so.
They don't know how to react to it and stuff like that sometimes.
Well, the people get a lot of animosity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Weird.
Or people that feel that you owe them something, but like the Dan R's of the world.
Or they always try to talk about the old days.
Right,
You've been old friends for a long time, but it's harder to.
So what about you? What about your friends?
No, it doesn't happen to me. No, nothing happened to me. Never mind. So,
How'd you get more famous, though? How'd you get more famous?
yeah. I'm far away from Argentina, too, so I don't know. I'm just talking about you, right? So there is more videos to come. more videos? Are you going to shoot more
I
videos
hope
for
so.
this?
This record was done. The next video will be a song from the cover album that will be out in November.
Any behind the scenes story when you were shooting Fuel, the video? The Fuel?
The Fuel video was, by a long shot, the most effortless video we've ever shot. We were required for literally 15 minutes each, maybe 20.
Yeah.
And you sit around and make all these other videos, and you spend days on set and watching guys with cell phones and Evian water bottle holders and notepads and all this stuff, running around, not doing anything but spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. And we got together with Wayne, and we made this video in 15 or 20 minute time. Our requirement was 15 or 20 minutes. It was amazing.
They shot this footage of the automobiles and all that racing stuff in the States and like Southern California and New Mexico or something, or where they ended up.
Suburbs of LA.
Yeah, and we were in Tokyo, and they came to shoot us going like this in Tokyo, and then they pieced everything together.
Give me fire, give me that was satisfied.
This is music that you want to put a record out every year now. You know, how are you going to manage to do all that thing?
Well, right now we're 2 for 2.
Yeah.
96 and 97, and we've got some plans to put a record out in November of 1998. Unless something goes terribly wrong, then we'll be 3 for 3.
Are you working on new stuff?
It's not new stuff. It's basically all the cover songs, other people's materials that we've recorded over the years, have always been scattered on many singles and EPs and so on. It will be a collection of all those songs together on one double album with anywhere from 4 to 7 new cover songs that we will go in and record in October in San Francisco.
Great.
Another garage stage thing plus. Kind of
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
All together, like all the old garage stage stuff and a brand new one.
But one, because everybody has it on one single B-side, EP, it's all scattered, so we give them.
You're going to do the kind of a retrospective tour at the same time?
Yeah, I guess you could call it that. But there will be probably about 30 or 40 minutes worth of new cover songs, which will be a lot of fun for us to record, because we haven't done that for quite a while.
I know that you like to play in places where you haven't been before, so are you going to open, like for example, you open to play in other places, like you've been in, Argentina and Chile and Brazil, and like for example Colombia, Venezuela,
We're trying to play all those places.
Peru, Central America.
Possibly.
We're trying to play as many places as possible, and it's really important for us to play these places. It's just all timing.
And there is a lot of arrangements going on.
Politics, they get in the way of music a lot of times. There's so many fans. Why don't you come play live?
Yeah.
Come play it. But difficult. We can't get in there. They won't let us play. And we just on the Black Album tour, getting into Indonesia and some of the places over there, Thailand and things, was difficult.
But politics, you mean like people from politics?
Yeah, government.
Government.
That's part of the reason why we didn't go to.
They don't recognize Western music, or the hair, or whatever the problem was. They're afraid of an uprising or something. But we're there to play music, and that's what people want to hear. But unfortunately, like in Indonesia, places they use events like that as political uprisings. They'll start riots and blame it on us when it's really some internal problems. But we're here to play music, and we would love to play wherever we can.
I think that maybe in Latin America would be like a matter of a structure and have all the right people and all the right things that you need to. You know, you put up like kind of a big show there. So, okay.
They've got it together.
Picture film, but with with the director of let me
Wayne
see.
Isom.
Wait, I see.
Yeah.
No, that's
When
not.
yeah. That's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dallas. We shot the load tour on film and documenting the whole show. You know, 2.5, almost 3 hours.
It's going to be released on DVD, and we're kind of excited about that.
Wow. You have a baby, your wife. Had a baby.
No, soon. Wow.
No, soon. You have.
Soon, yeah. 7
Oh.
7 years.
James.
Oh, you know he's going to be a little girl, a little boy.
No, James had a little girl.
Ah, James. Huh?
James had a girl
Oh, okay. I
last
get it.
week,
Mistake.
and I have a baby coming up in the middle of August.
What's it? Just a coincidence that both of you have like.
Yeah, good question. That's all I wanted to ask.
Or were you?
Just a competitive thing between the second team.
I'm gonna have to push you, right? You know, laugh as you may, I think there's some truth to that.
So did you plan that thing together?
No.
It was just a coincidence, synchronicity,
We
and
got
then
double
like.
bags in a room and
You look at this. You came late. You came first.
I think it's pretty amazing that we've been together for 18 years and we're having babies that are 8, 10 weeks apart.
Yeah, almost together, yeah.
I just feel we continue to keep thinking the same way.
I mean, you had to have a baby.
No, baby. No.
Yeah, not even so.
Right, that's enough. Right there.
Yeah, so how is it going to affect a little bit the tour?
I'm quitting.
You,
I give up.
are they going to come along with you?
That's the plan. I believe that a family or a child should travel and experience all that you do, so they're not confused on later on. I have a neighbor that has some kids that they went to school, and you know, at Father's Day you're supposed to say what your father does, and they said my dad sits on the couch and watches TV, you know, because that's all they ever see him do. He's either on the road or at home. So bringing the kid on tour, I think, would be good.
En unos minutos llamaremos al ganador de Ruta MTV con Metallica.
And now, the poor souls who win the Metallica contest. Come on the road with us, wash our underwear, wash the trucks, sweep the gig afterwards, find old things on the floor, coins, maybe make enough money to get to the next gig, who knows. You have anything for them to do?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll tell them about it later. But now, drum roll please. And the winners are...
Y ahora sí llegó el momento, vamos a llamar a la dichosa persona que tendrá el honor de llevar los camiones, de lavarlos, de poner todo en orden, de lavar los pantalones, hasta los pies de Metallica, según todos los integrantes de Metallica. Así que vamos a llamar al ganador, les digo. Me están comunicando con él. Hola. Carlos.
¿Sí?
Carlos, Valenzuela Palomino, ¿cómo estás? Felicitaciones. Uy, te ganaste el concurso Ruta MTV con Metallica.
Uy, no lo puedo creer.
¿Cómo estás?
Uy, demasiado feliz, demasiado contento.
De Santiago de Chile nos está hablando acá Carlos. ¿Con quién estás?
¿Cómo?
¿Con quién estás? ¿Qué estás haciendo?
Nada, estoy aquí, estoy con mi perro sentado, esperando así.
¿Vas a traer?
ganado o no.
Tenés que traer a un amigo. ¿Vas a traer a tu perro?
No sé, lo voy a pensar.
¿Con quién? No,
¿Tú
pero
crees?
tenés que ir con alguien.
No, sí, se va a llegar un amigo.
Vas a estar dos fechas en Texas durante la gira de Estados Unidos de Metallica.
Uy,
Ellos te están esperando. Te van a torturar, dicen.
sí. Diré que
Bueno.
en realidad, aunque me torturen, me da lo mismo.
¿Cómo?
Que aunque me torturen, pero me da lo mismo. Yo voy a ser muy feliz igual.
¿Es verdad que te gusta Metallica desde... ¿Escribiste algo que te decía que te gusta Metallica desde que tenés nociones o desde que tenés
Sí,
entendimiento?
Sí, es que desde muy chico que me gusta.
Bueno, entonces, ¿no sabes todavía con quién vas a ir? ¿Vas a llevar a tu mamá, a tu novia, a tu amigo, a tu hermano?
No, si voy a llegar a un amigo.
¿A un amigo?
Sí.
Ok, ahora lo único que tenés que hacer es por ahí dentro de un ratito cortar conmigo. Ganaste entre 11.000 concursantes. Mirá vos, así que bueno, te vamos a dedicar una canción aquí.
¿Ya?
¿Qué querés ver? ¿Un video de Metallica?
Sí, yo creo que el video más clásico que tienen que es Juan.
Ok, entonces lo único que me queda es desearte lo mejor, que la pases bien ahí en Texas y después nos contás.
Ya, pero les cuento con lujo de detalle porque no se me va a olvidar nada.
Bueno, te mando un beso grande.
Ya, pues, igual, muchas gracias.
Chao.
Oye.
Y bueno, esto ha sido todo por hoy. Le deseamos mucha suerte a Carlos Valenzuela Palominos, el ganador de nuestro concurso Ruta en TV con Metallica. Ya saben, seguramente van a necesitar esta suerte, nuestro querido amigo. En noviembre de este año, noviembre del 98, habrá nuevo disco de Metallica para cumplir con su meta de un disco por año. Así que Metallica continúa bien heavy. Me despido de todos ustedes y como un amigo mío dice, stay heavy.